All right, folks, so we got some breaking news in. Both Bernie Sanders and Mayor Pete have released their funding numbers now. Now, Bernie Sanders sent out an email to his supporters saying, "Today, I'm very proud to share with you some extraordinary news. Our campaign has received more than 5 million individual contributions. That is more contributions than any campaign has received at this point in a presidential election in the history of our country." And then he goes on to basically break down, why that's significant, the importance of it, and basically talking about how our elections are bankrolled by, super PACs and things like that. And so he's trying to explain the significance of it. And Bernie Sanders has been dominating fundraising. He's also been dominating, just in general, breaking like small contribution numbers, in terms of percentages, number of small contributions, number of contributions, period. He has been dominating these numbers. He's been setting records. This is another record that he has set. And again, I just did a story, I believe it was yesterday or the day before. He's basically being called the financial or the fundraising pace setter at this point. I don't think he's released the exact number that he has raised, but it's going to be somewhere around $28 million most likely. So we will see how that comes out. Also, interesting here, is we have 5 million individual donations in a Democratic primary that hasn't even cast its first vote yet. Against Trump, I believe we will have 50 million individual contributions at least, and at $27 a piece, that would be more than $1 billion. It's absolutely obscene and outrageous that an election would cost that much money, but our campaign has proven we will be able to raise more than enough money to win. And our donation numbers is important for another reason, because in order to beat Trump, we're going to need the largest voter turnout in the history of America. So, and then, he goes, and he basically breaks down why it is that, he will be able to beat Donald Trump, which is a very smart move. Again, he needs to be stronger and put more emphasis on the fact that he will be able to beat Donald Trump. Not only that he'll be able to beat Donald Trump, he has the best chance to beat Donald Trump, and he will beat Donald Trump in the highest of margins out of any of the other candidates, okay? He's going to win back the Rust Belt, and so he needs to put more emphasis on that. He needs to emphasize that more. And I think he's trying to do that. Obviously, he's doing it here, which is very, very good. I'm glad that he's doing it here because it's very important for the marketing of his campaign. It's very important for convincing voters because electability is a huge issue, and we need not to cede on something like electability. There's some progressives that I see who cede on electability, which is stupid because we can use that in our favor. Bernie Sanders is the one who has the best shot to beat Donald Trump. So we need to use that in our favor. But when it comes to, final numbers, he's going to raise either, somewhere around $28 million at about $18 a piece is what it looks like it's going to be. Once the official numbers come out, I will update you on that. Mayor Pete has also released his numbers of $24.6 million, I believe it is. And so that's definitely more than Elizabeth Warren. And then I'm pretty sure it's more than Joe Biden as well. So he's doing those, those wine cave private fundraisers all the time. So that's where he's getting a lot of his money from. But I will do a separate story about that. But I wanted to let you guys know Bernie Sanders breaking more fundraising records. And this is why you should donate to him. I shell him money all the time. Shell him a 27, a 7, a 10, whatever you can, and do it constantly. You know what I'm saying? Send one donation, ideally a donation a month of some sort. You don't have to even send $27. You can send him $5 and $10, just whatever you can. And as we continuously send him money, in small lumps, they add up, and that's how we get to, being the fundraising pace setters in the race. So make sure to donate to Bernie Sanders' campaign.